Hello everyone and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration playthrough. And today on the menu we have more Arcosphere action. Because it's been a while since we have been, noticing some issues with the current build. And we have a current challenge pending, where the challenge is Arcospheres need to be done using belts. And I'd like to tackle both at the same time. I have been giving it a bit of a thought, and I think I have an idea. I have an idea of how I'd like to redo, kind of redo the Arcospheres. It's half redo and half like using the same logic, but in a bit better way. So that's gonna be for today. And the other thing, I'm gonna repeat it when people come join. But I'd like to. We haven't done this, but I'd like you guys to show off your builds, your Arcosphere builds. I'm gonna repeat this once people come. But yeah, today is gonna be an Arcosphere stream, and I'm looking forward to it. And before that, the reason I came to the mall was to be able to build more advanced belts, because I think we want to be using the advanced belts. I think we want to be using these. These are amazing, fast, cool, and they also you can color them, etc., etc. By the way, what do we need to make the splitters? Oh, we have never set the splitter action. Let's change that. And let's do it like this. How many splitters do we want? Let's have 100 splitters. Hey, Move Mixeshu, welcome back. Yeah, let's have a break from the lore. Let's have a break from this and just do some more Arcospheres. I have been thinking about these more and more recently, and I'd like to make another attempt at these. Let's put some models. So yeah, what do we need to color these? Oh, we also need these and these both. Wait, these are normal and these are. Which ones are filter? Filter deep space mini loaders. This one, filter and normal. There's no power here. Let's add some power. It's gonna be one of the. I think we have used the super advanced belts at some point, but we're gonna be using them once again. Ooh. That's too much. 50. And 50 as well. Not 200. Oh! Oh my god. That's too many. It's fine. Oh god. Okay, so let's grab some items here. Let's grab the new items. I have just realized we have a lot of flooring. Let's drop these on the platform. And by the way, what do we need to color? I think it's only lamps. Yeah, we only need lamps to color them, and that's really convenient. And what color do you like the most? I think we need to find an appropriate color for the spheres. Or maybe we can use several colors. Maybe we can use several different colors. Could be cool. By the way, how many recipes do we have for the spheres? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, right? We have 8. I think the thing I'm planning is gonna be working. Oh yeah. Wait. It's gonna be working for these. Let's see. I'm a bit I have some ideas. I'm gonna explain a bit later. What are they? Let's also unload the significant datas. I don't think they can be processed here. I think we need to go to the science factory to unload all of this. Let's unload the stone at least, and some coal, and the basic beacons, and some normal white area beacons. These, and everything else we can maybe. Also there are substrates. Okay, good. And everything else we can unload them at the mall. Let's also have a task bar for the better beacons. So we have the space bar here. We have the novice bar, and kind of don't really have much slots. This is for shipbuilding, this is for space rails, this is for novice rails, this is for logic. I tend to not use the logic one, so we can repurpose this, or the military one. I tend to not use the military anymore. This was useful when we had biters on novice. Let's repurpose the number 2 to be the deep space. Oh, but it's not exactly... I mean, we can change the color. We can change the color. I am excited about these. It's been a while. Bam and bam. Okay, let's actually take some of them before they're all used in order to make the advanced stuff. By the way, 1k. Oh my god, not 1k, please. Maybe something like 200. 200 of all. And yeah, this is what I was worried about, is not having enough undergrounds. Okay, let's have 50 of these. 50 of these. Then let's grab the undergrounds. These are pretty easy. Man, so many different belts now in the inventory. I'm glad for having a big inventory. And some speeders. I think we don't need more than 50. Yeah, this machine is struggling. Let's do it like this. Yep. Maybe we can use 2 different chests. That's fine. Yeah, it's working non-stop. Kinda. Come on, cubes. Ah! Not non-stop. Oh, we don't have cubes, that's why. They're flying, they're on the way. It's fine. This shall be built, slowly but surely. And let's go. We have a bunch. We have a bunch of stuff here. Oh, do we have lamps? We need lamps now. Lamps. I think we have them. Yeah. Let's have 200 lamps in the... 200. Yeah, let's have 200 lamps. Personal logistics? Yeah, sure. Hey, Kwach! Welcome back. So guys, today I'd like you to showcase your Arcosphere builds, if you want to, of course. I said that we were going to do that the other day, and I completely forgot. Apologies, but let's do it today. Let's do it today. And while we are watching at your showcases, I'm gonna be trying to do my own version 2, which for which I have some ideas of the for the Arcosphere build. So let's go to that. Let's go to that. I'm excited to try something new and not have robots. We're not gonna be having robots. It's gonna be a Revan challenge. So MDNY. Which one was the science? Arcosphere R. I forgot. D was deep space. I'd like to drop some items at the science here, at the science build, which is this one. These I don't want to do Shift C because I'm afraid that who cares? Shift C. Shift C. Shift C. Core fragments, cool. Baridium plates, cool. Get rid of it. And what did I do? Did I press a button where I took from the belt? Oh no. I might have pressed the opposite button. I don't even know which shortcut I pressed, but I might have taken some stuff from the belts, like reagents and epoxies. Maybe I just pressed F. Maybe I just pressed F. Hold on. So do we have the... The opposite effect happened. I wanted to unload stuff, and it ended up being the opposite. That was extremely painful. Okay, let's say it's fine. Let's say it's fine. Machine learning data, I'm not sure where they go. Oh, they go into the space, into the first DSS. Deep space, not deep space, the rocket science. But it's fine. Okay, let's go to Arcospheres. Let's go to the Arcospheres. Do we have the chests? You can configure even distribution to put items into chests as well, not just assemblers. Oh, that's convenient. Is it like an option to check? Mod settings. How are you doing, fastest? Even distribution, E at the top. Not here. Maybe at per player. Yeah. Settings, move to inventory screen. Oh, really? Inventory screen? Yeah. Oh, this one. This one, nice. Evenly distribute item balance out inventories. Now evenly distribute. Drop items to chests. It is set, yeah. The drops item into chests if already containing item. Yeah. Ignore for requester. Okay, got it. I have everything checked. Not even sure why, but everything is checked. Yep, blue button. Yep. So let's construct. Let's construct. It's gonna be at the same time a relevance challenge, the belted arcospheres, and an improved build, because I do believe both of them can be done. Both of them can be done at once. Let's get some landfill. And should we deconstruct this one? We could. I think we could deconstruct it. Although we could make one beneath. We could make one beneath here, or we could deconstruct this one. Since everything is kind of here. I'm a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to build it too far below because stuff is requested here. So the distribution is still going to be done using robots for all of the builds, these ones, but the balancing itself will not be using robots. This is how I'd like it to be. Lurk meeting, sure. Let's disable. Let's remove these. Yeah, let's change everything. Let's change everything. Hopefully, I'm not gonna forget how it were, and we shall redo the balancing. So, yeah, just delete. I think just delete is okay. And of course, balls. Okay, let's deposit the landfill back. Okay, they're here. Some handling. So, yeah, this display is still convenient. I'm not gonna remove the display. What we're gonna remove is all this logic. Bam, bam, bam. That's gonna be a lot of spheres. Oh man. These. And I think I dropped a fish, yeah. A random fish inside the Arcosphere build. Maybe I shouldn't be too fast because I'm worried the robots, the base robots are gonna take something. So here we are. By the way, this is all saved to a blueprint if needed. But we are not gonna be using the current. What is this? Oh god. Why? Hold on. Why are there holes? Oh yeah, it's not auto sorted. It's not. I forgot the chests are not auto sorted. For some reason I forgot. Okay, the idea is to have a chest, an initial chest, which is gonna be. I think we can use this one. I think we can use this chest. So this is gonna be like the input chest. It's gonna be the input chest, and we can also the distribution chest. It's gonna be a. Should we have it as a storage warehouse? Yeah, let's have it as a storage warehouse. So the robots are gonna be taken from this chest. The robots are gonna be taking from this chest to distribute items into these. Now, this chest might not be good enough to contain all items, especially if we have tons of arcospheres in total. So, in order to account for this, what we can do is we can have some balancing done like this. Like basically, arcospheres can go inside this, and ultimately get balanced into here. However, we want the same numbers of spheres here everywhere. So in order to do that, let's not use the expensive mini loaders here. We can use the normal ones. We can use the normals. In order to do that, what we can do, there is the trick. There is a trick I can teach you, a nice little trick. If you want to have, for example, what we want to do is to have the same amount of spheres. Like we want to have all sorts of spheres in this chest, because this is gonna be the chest from which we are gonna be balancing stuff out. Of course, we're gonna be looking at everything contained in all of the chests, but the chest from which we're gonna be drawing items is gonna be this one. But of course, if you have 1,000 spheres, the dream, we are not gonna be able to properly take all from here unless we balance stuff out from other chests inside. So let's do the balancing first. And Move Mixeshu is sharing his first. He's the first one to share the setup. Let's have a look. So yeah, today, for those who have arrived, today, guys, we are gonna be looking at all your setups. So it's a showcase stream. And we have two of them, Belt Solution and Robot Solution. That's cool. Actually, it's gonna give me some inspiration maybe for this build. Hold on. So we need to import the string. And here is what Move Mixeshu shared. Wait, I think I have it imported. The first one was the Belt Solution. The inspirations are gonna be drawn. So we need more landfill. Hold on, let me get more landfill. Arco review stream. And also building the V2. Deck. And maybe more on this side, yeah. We will need more on the right side, that's for sure. Okay. Like this. Let me disable our robots. No, sure, let's build it. Oh, they're gonna be requesting stuff, right? They're gonna be requesting stuff. Maybe. Yeah, so here we have all of the spheres. We have all of the spheres which are inputted here. And what is it we don't have? Can you replace these by substations? Because I don't have these items, and I don't have the fluids. Oh, this is just for cooling. Oh, this is where you are making stuff. This is where you are making stuff. Let's just look at the logic. So all of the spheres, the plan is to have 2 of every single sphere. And unfortunately, the logic is not coming because I don't have these items. That's... oh, we can build some. Okay. And you are enabled when L is below 40. And it pulses what it outputs. Are you reading the belt somewhere? No. So what is L here? It's enabled when L is below 40, and L is still kinda resetting itself. Also, I'm sorry, I have the Arabicans 2 only, not the basic ones. A bit more advanced here. I'm just kidding. So we have these, and what are the models? Oh, you're using the level 4. Okay. On the left requester chest, yep. L is amount of power. L is the amount of power. Hold on. How does it work? So we are, if everything is positive coming from this green wire, we are outputting input count of S and multiplied by 1 and outputted, basically transform S into L here to change the wires, I presume. Wait, can't we just output L here with the red wire? S multiplied by 1 into L. Oh, you want to transform S into L? Okay, sure. So you are, because you are also having the green wire, because you also check L. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and how does it work? All the recipes are at the bottom. You need power counting on the right side. You need power counting on the right side. Oh, you need power. Oh, it's not powered at all. That's what you mean. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so S and L are both increasing. And how is S determined? I mean, S equal to L. L is equal to S. Where is S set? Let me also use the speed here. And let's not use these. I don't want to balance anything. Let's just try to see whether how does it. Okay, 41, 40. Oh, okay. It stops at 40. It stops at 40. I'm trying to understand where's the beginning, like from where we can start processing stuff. What's on the wires? We have the content of all of the items on the wires, and we can see that lambdas and omegas are at -1. How can we start understanding everything here? It's a little bit. Lambdas multiplied by 1, omegas multiplied by 1, output 1. And we do 1 minus 2. And these are, oh, okay. Similar to what, basically you check if you have more of the inputs than the outputs. And if yes, then you output G1. And if you have G1, then I guess you enable them. Yeah, if G equals to 1. Okay, yeah, that's the similar to what Kano did the other day. So if you have more inputs than outputs, you basically convert them. Okay, and I'm noticing that you're also using the. Oh, maybe it doesn't matter if they're on the bottom side, on the top side of the belt. It feels like it's important. So these are basically balancers. And how does this work? Same. Okay, looking at the four inputs, and if we have more of these than these, we just set with the 10 delta, just in case, output W. And these are wait, G, but not W. Oh, G is set here. 1 plus 10 L, 2 plus 10 W. Okay, yeah, okay. You have the this intermediate step where you need to check the difference up to 10, and only then you output G either into this one or either into this one. Okay, got it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so the items are on any side of the belt. Okay, so your system works very similar to the one from Kano, where you check if both inputs are below the both outputs, then it's working. I think I got the idea. I got the idea. Yep. And what's this? I didn't get this part. What is this? What is this? We are sending a red wire into this one, multiplying the. There is nothing on the red wire. What's the red wire here? What is this connected to? Oh, red wire is here. It is connected to what we input. We are pulsing what we input on the red wire. Okay, every single input is pulsed on the red wire, and then it's multiplied by -1, and then transformed here. This is the memory. Oh, it's held here on this memory. Everything which has been inserted is held on this memory. And it's a green wire holding all of inputted spheres. Why do you need this? Why do you want to store everything you have processed? What is this used for? The green wire, it's used here, right? If each is above 10, then output input count of S, but you don't have S. Oh, S is the. Is any of this memory? No. Output input count of S, but there's no S here. Hold on. There's something I'm not getting. This is the counter. When I take two machines, it's -1 to poles. When I output, then it's added to the logic. Okay, but aren't you worried that here, for example, like this inserter, it inserts any item, right? It's not a filter. It outputs any item of the belt. And what if you output the same items and you are at the end you are lacking some of them? No, but they should be balanced. Yeah, never mind. They should be on the belts anyways. Okay, okay, yeah, it does. I do see how it works. Like the core of it, the meat of it is that you are checking the pairs and 4 of them here, and only if they are below, you are outputting them, and you have a count going. Oh, it's just for the start. Ah, it's just for the start. I see. Okay, got it. Got it. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Oh, by the way, let's have a smart unloading system here. Let's have a smart unloading system. Let's do this first. Clean up. The cleanup. And let's have a look at your belt solution, your robot solution. So, hold on. Spheres. Up. Okay. Let's have a look at your robot solution. You have sent a Factorio prints. Copy to clipboard. Acrobot solution. Import string. Let's see. Oh, it's you're using super belts. Yeah, sure. I do not have the super belts. So you are that's a high number. I'm guessing that's the number depends on it because you have that much spheres that you have the setup going. So here, what do we have? They are on. These are the chests where they are stored, basically, right? And you are requesting from buffer chests everywhere. I think I don't do that. Yeah, I don't request from buffer chests, so we're not going to be seeing the deliveries. But you are having all of them inside the buffers, and they are. Oh yeah, processed with the same rules, right? Like if these two are below. Wait. Output it to 1. Yeah, same rules, same rules. If these two are above these two, then we transform them. And you are looking at the chests in order to know which ones you have, right? Oh no, you're not looking at the chests. You must be looking at the. Oh yeah, this one. If it's below 12, then multiply by then output 1. This one is 2. Okay, you have mapped. You have mapped a number. Oh no, no, not mapped a number. And this is also 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh. What is this for? 1 and 2s. This is the basic input on this chest. They're filtered. And where are the 1s and 2s used? Oh, okay, okay. 1 is the left side and 2 is the right side of every single operation. I get it, I get it. So basically, you're comparing them with their inputs outputs. 1 is a left and 2 is the right side. I see, I see. And this one is 1, 2, 1. Say, I guess it's the same, but for the 4 to 4. Yeah, 4 to 4. Okay. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Basically, the core again is quite similar. The core is quite similar in that you are checking the inputs and you are comparing them to the outputs. Let's remove all of these. Wait, let's let me clear the requests first. It's gonna be easier to empty them. I get it. Thanks for sharing. Man, that's does everyone did it the same way? Not the same way, but does everyone solved it by automatically comparing the both inputs to the both outputs? Am I the only one who who didn't do this like this? Nice. It's a good solution. It's a good solution. Like, it works. I have never. I didn't think about this. I didn't think about this at all. So kudos on you who realized that. You know what? Let me drop some stuff. We drop some stuff, and we can just take everything here. Take some stuff, and then basically drop everything here in the chest. Well, they are nicely colorized. And collect everything. Okay, if anyone else wants to share their solutions, you are all very welcome. I'm curious to see how you solved it. Curious to see how did you come up with the balancing. Forgot to take from these. Okay, final. Okay, cleanup is done. So until then, I'm gonna proceed with my V2 solution. And my V2 solution, first of all, is gonna be, of course, as mentioned before, belt-based. And second of all, I'd like it to be tileable, because this base is originally meant, like everything in this base is kind of tileable. Let's keep this here. And I'd like it to continue. If it's too slow, then I just copy-paste more. I see. And yeah, actually, it's good, because if you have buffer chests, then you can just copy paste more, and you're just gonna end up having more chests. But it doesn't matter, because robots can pick from any chest. So copy pasting more does work. I do agree. But let me do something that no one does, as always, and apply the mathematical solution, the theoretical solution. So first of all, oops, there are some trash here. There's some trash. First of all, we want to have a certain amount. Let's actually invert this for now. Let's put them to blacklist. Invert them for now, so that they are in this chest. No. Why didn't you copy? Whitelist? No, you did copy. Huh? Why are you outputting an item? Never mind. So the idea is to basically have store the spheres in this chest, but this chest can contain up to 512, and we have 8 types of items, so we can afford to have how many per item? About 50, right? 50, maybe 60, up to 60 items of one type before we need to stop, or we're not going to be having everything. Now, the way to do it, and consider that these are mini loaders, so we are only counting what's inside this chest, but we are not counting what's on these belts. So once we have reached the number, we're going to be overflowing. So we need to not try to input exactly 60, but somewhat less. And one belt can contain 4 and 4, 8 items in total. 2 belts can contain, so one belt is 8, 2 belts are 16. So let's limit this chest to 40 of each sphere type, and ideally we're going to be having up to somewhere 60. So let's have a hard limit on 40. And how to do it dynamically? Well, all you need to do is to set a requester chest here with the items you want. Let's put it, let's put it here. Requester chest with all of the items you want and their numbers, minus 40 of each. It's a small trick. Zeta, theta. Requests as negative numbers, it's a rule, and it's always have been extremely helpful in all cases. So we want 40 of each item. So what we're going to be doing is basically checking, and we need to. A red wire is going to be used to tell the system how much stuff we have at all times. And here, what we can do is basically combine these items with what we have. Combine these items with what we have. And then multiply them all by -1. And that's it. Multiply everything by -1. So everything which is negative is gonna be outputted by this machine as a positive number. And then, I think you have guessed, all we need to do is to set these as set filters. And that's it. Normally, after we have 40 of each, with a bit of an overflow, it should stop. Now, hold on. Oh, and of course, we don't have these items. If filters are still present, it means that we don't have them. So we cannot output them. As you can see, we don't have enough... we do not have enough zetas, gammas, thetas, and omegas, which is indicated by the filters still being active, because we are attempting to draw them from the chest and we don't have them. However, the items we have inserted are, again, 63 lambdas, a small overkill. Actually, maybe it's a bit too much of an overkill. Maybe we need to be a little bit more, more on the lower side. Let's go -30, just so that they don't go above 60 each. And here we go, dynamic balancer between two chests. So we can establish the same system between every chest here. Pum, 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 pum. So if you have more arcospheres, we can just have the same system going basically like this, and then maybe even like this. If we have a lot of spheres, we can basically have a chain of chests, and they're outputted. They're balanced from left to right, basically. So now that we have this, how are we going to be balancing them? Well, the plan is to have a tile converting converting one to one. Let me pull the Excel once more, just as a refreshment. I have prepared it. That's the move mix issues link. Here's the theoretical solution. So what we need to do is we need to transform. According to these operations, we can transform ones into ones. So we can transform lambdas into phis, x's into epsilons, etc., etc. So we need to have 8 different transformations as before. Doing these unitary operations, we're going to be losing one and gaining another one. After this is done, we have 4 additional operations of pairs, where previously we have balanced out lambdas and phis with each other and x's and epsilons with each other. We have 4 like in both directions. We have them in both directions. Now that we have the pairs, we can balance the pairs between themselves by using these pairs. And finally, we have the force to force. And this is the theoretical solution which I'm going to be applying. So back to the game. Let's. Oh, I almost regretting having deleted the. Hold on. Let me paste this as a blueprint. Let me paste this as a blueprint somewhere, and we can just copy paste it. Let's paste it as a blueprint, but we don't want the robots to be interfering. How can we do it? I have an idea. Let's create some more landfill. Let's create some more landfill. Hopefully we're going to be having enough. And the tiles are going to be expanded from left to right. So whenever we notice that one operation is not fast enough to transform stuff, we can continue the tile from left to right and add more of it. So let's do something like this. What's the size of this arcosphere? The V1 version 1. This one. Yeah, we need to be a little bit more. Let's move a little bit more towards the right. I don't want our robots making them, and landfill is cheap. Oops. Ah. Oh yeah, we don't have the robots. We have nothing. Okay. Let's pick everything. Where's the chest? Oh, here. Picking up everything. And let's paste it. arcospheres. Arcos here. No, that's the sun. This one. Just paste it here without the robots filling in, just to be able to copy paste the buildings. Oh, just like this, yeah. So what we want to do is having basically one of these operations, but done in a better way, right here. Done in a better way here. And the idea would be, since the challenge is to only use belts, well, we will need to output from this one and put them on the belts. I have prepared on purpose the fastest belts there is. And how many colors do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors. So we can have one per transformation. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, including the basic one. But it's a bit dumb, right? And it's also going to be super hard to do. So let's just use one color for our build. Which color do you think arcospheres are? Man, there are of many colors. Wait, is there a color per arcosphere, per type? White, yellow, pink, red. White, red, orange. There is like pink, and there is like violet. And we have pink, we have blue, we don't have violet. Do we have cyan? We have cyan. Lambdas are cyan. Epsilons are green. Oh my god. Oh my god, we have a color per... Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. I'm ready for this. So, the first one is getting rid of lambdas and is producing fees, right? So let's have the belt matching fees, because this is the belt, or maybe lambdas, because we are going to be outputting lambdas onto this one. Do we want to match the one we're getting rid of, or do we want to match the one we are getting more of? I am wondering. Oh, and by the way, let's have another thing done first. This chest can have 18... Oops, oh my god, hold on. Not like this. This chest has 18... In total, 18 sides with which we can work. So 6 at the top, right, and bottom. And how many belts are we going to be having? We're going to be having one input belt here for these. And it means that we're going to be having 8 belts. And 18, so we can afford having 16. Because what I wanted to do is to basically belt out on each side of the belt, something like this. On each side of the belt, I wanted to belt out the two. Oh, hold on. In this case, we only need one item. We only need one item here. So basically, whenever we have more lambdas, we are. Whenever we have more lambdas than fees, we are belting out lambdas and we are pushing them here. On this side, you know what? Let's actually move them a little bit towards there. Towards the right hand side. Let's move them like this. And we need only lambdas, right? And we are going to be receiving fees. So it's fine. We can have input belt. We can have only one input belt. Only one input belt. And let's use the color of the destination. So fees. Let's assign the color. Fees are kind of violet, right? They're kind of violet, magenta. So which belt matches the most? This one, the magenta one. Yes, this one matches fees. That is perfect. Let's get some magentas. Oh, I shouldn't have used right click. Oh my god, that's by 10 by 10. It's fine. So the magenta belt, we are going to be having 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. 4 here. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. And then, because we're going to be having a feedback belt, it could be, or feedback belts could be at the middle. And let's have 4 of the bottom here. And we also want to be having pairs, and pairs are a bit more annoying. The pairs are a bit more annoying. Let's have only one belt for the spheres coming back inside. Let's have only one belt for spheres coming back inside. And have, let's have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can have the 4 belts for the balancing of the pairs, and then we have 2 belts for the balancing of the other ones. And actually, we might want to have 2 and 2. And that is gonna be barely making only 1 belt of input. That is a little bit concerning. We don't have enough input belts here. Because if it's stylable, imagine we're doing stuff fast speed. Is 1 belt is gonna be enough for every single input? Or maybe we can do 4 like this. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. 4 here. We can have 4 here. And then we can have... Oh, basically for the ones which... like if you need to balance 4 and 4... If we need to balance 4 and 4... We can put them on a belt, put them into some intermediate chests first. Oh yeah, okay, it's fine. We can use only 1 belt. So that's fine. Let's have 4 of these go up top here. Let's have them go up top here, and maybe the input belt could be shared, like it could be coming from the middle. Okay, it's fine. So lambdas are gonna be going out on this 1 belt. Fossil just posted my Arcosphere balance. Okay, cool. That's me. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Here's the Arcosphere balancer. Copy. You can specify the upper lower limits you want in the buffer chest, and you can also build multiple by splitting the buffer chest request across the total number of arcospheres available. Oh, let me have a look. I don't want to delete these. Let's have a look. Import. Oh, that's pretty compact. That is pretty compact. Let me not connect it just yet to the global. It's fine. It's fine. That is super compact. Using the big. Oh, you have just given me the idea. You have given me the idea of using the. Hold on. Wait. Okay, let's think about it in a second. You have just given me the idea of using the landing pad for as a bigger chest. This is move mix issues, and this is fastest. Okay. I'm sorry. I use better beacons. I use better beacons. That's just so the buffer here is requesting 50 of each. Oh, you're gonna be having the same issue as I had if you lack some of them. Yeah, as you said, we can just copy paste and reduce the number. Reduce the number. Okay, so they are going inside the landing pad, and how do they connect? This one is inputting. If you have more that many arcos, paste more of them down and reduce the requests. Yep, I see. Maybe you should limit the requests like initially. Just make sure like you have only 10 of each, and then if it's slow, you can just have more. But never mind. So this one is taken when the check mark is more or equal to 2, and the check mark is provided by multiplying epsilons and 1s by 1. And subtracting these ones contribute to the positive number, these ones contribute to the negative number, and okay, the core logic is the same as move mix issue and same as Kano, where you are checking whether you have more inputs than outputs both. And I was not smart enough to figure that out when trying the brute force solution. I just used one of them, which was it was not very smart. Okay, man, you're very compact. I like this build. I like the usage of landing pad as a big chest. Oh, I like this. I do like this. Okay. And this one is the 424. How is this one? Oh, same. Okay, yeah, you're multiplying these, which contribute to the positive. We are adding to the ones which contribute to the negative, and doing the change. fitting the remaining machine here. That's cute. That's cute. I like it. I like it. And with this, you were able to fit all 10 machines around. Nice. Very nice. Very compact. Very nice. I like it. I do like it. Let me drop the landfill. Yeah, let's also do the same. Bam. Bam. Okay. Okay, and I think we're good. Thank you for sharing. It is very insightful. The combinators at the top to keep it equalized. Oh wait, combinators at the top to keep it equalized. Oh, wait, I have not noticed the combinators at the top. Hold on, I'm gonna disable the. I'm gonna disable these. I have not noticed the. Oh, these. You are have all of them multiplied by 1, multiplied by 6. If above 0, you pass 1 of each through this one, and this one multiplies them by -1. So basically -6 of each. Is it added to something? -6 of each, and if it's above 6, then output 1. Then output 1, which makes it so... Ah, okay, I get it. You are doing essentially what I did here. By making sure that this one balances out the amounts there is in the chest. Right? And this one is... If these are... Wait, where's this green belt? Oh, this one goes here. This one is a set filter coming in from this one. It's if everything which is positive, it's a filter out on positives. But what are there? Oh, maybe. I have removed the belt. I have removed the chest, which is why I'm not seeing the remaining wires. The chest itself. Hold on, just remove these. Too late. I think I get it. Yeah, I think I get it. So the chest itself is wired to these, and it multiplies by -1. It multiplies the contents by not just the the contents by -1, and they are going as at the input here. Oh yeah, you're subtracting from 6 of each. 6 of each are subtracted to what you have here, and this way you're putting back what you have too much of, right? This is to balance them backwards, and this is to make sure that you have an equal number of all of them inside this big chest, if I understand correctly. I think I got it. I forgot to put stuff here, but it's fine. To keep them equal in the buffer chest. Exactly. Oh, in the buffer chest. Not in the big chest, in the buffer chest. But the buffer chest, hold on, the buffer chest receives... Okay, hold on a second. The buffer chest, anything in the landing pad will be used for more balancing. Oh! Oh, I think I got it. Oh, you are keeping the balance inside the buffer chest, and if there is an imbalance, you are putting the imbalanced stuff inside the big chest, right? What do these read? Yeah, no, wait. Everything is the imbalance is solved by looking at the items inside the buffer chest only. Inside the buffer chest only. Hold on, I don't understand this part. Every one of every single spheres get multiplied by 6. It gets it goes into both of these. This multiplies it by -1 and basically subtracts -6 from every single one of these, which is used on this one to set filters. Yes, that is what I do above. That is what I do above. And this one, if everything is positive, it outputs the positive. Wait, everything here is always. Oh, it's just a pass through, right? It's just a pass through. Because the top everything has to be positive. It's just six of each. It's a pass through of 6 of each, which is added to the ones in the and from which we subtract the ones in the buffer chest, and this gets this gets set as this one. So you are only looking at the buffer chest for both of them. If you have less than 6 of X, take X from landing pad and put them into buffer chest. If you have more than 6, you take it out of buffer chest and put it into landing pad for balancing. If necessary, the above logic updates filters on the inserters. The buffers of 6 of each can be changed to whatever number you need. Yep, I get it. I think I get it. You're having a balance. You're having a balance between these two, with more or less 6 or more if needs to be adjusted, and everything from this landing pad is being converted using this logic for every machine. I see. That's a nice addition to make sure you have proper numbers. Yep. Now I'm gonna steal your idea of the landing pad. I'm gonna steal your idea because here I'm a little bit bothered by the fact that we only have 18 outputs. Although landing pad is a bit annoying in the fact that robots cannot take from the landing pad. I'd like this, like this is the final chest for the arcospheres. If we have more, even if we have like only few of them, they're all going to be stored inside this chest, so robots can take from it. And also robots take time to come here and pick the items, so all of the outputs with inserters are going to be having priority, which is a good thing. So let's have the builds. That's why the buffer chest. I see. The landing pad for the balancing. Maybe I should do the same. You basically solved the issue that I have had, that I'm having right now. Counting the total inside the chest, which is used for the recipes, and everything over the top should go inside a landing pad. You know what? I think I'm gonna steal your idea. Do we need it though? Hold on, let's see. What if we have 1, 2, 3, 4 here? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them here. They're gonna be balanced. There's gonna be one or more belts. And then what about pairs? Pairs can be also outputted using the features. But what I'd like to do is to output them like this. Is to basically output them on one belt, each side of a belt, for pairs. But what about 4 to 4s? What about 4s to 4s? What about 4s to 4s? We will have to have basically 2 belts and four hands. Oh my god, yeah, that's I do need more space here. So let's do it the same way. Everything which needs to be balanced will go in the landing pad. Faustus, you are an inspiration. Everything that needs to be balanced should go in the landing pad, and let's see. Can we know already at this stage what needs to be outputted? Can we know at this stage already? Like, we have tons of lambdas. Basically, we need to match the item of which we have the lowest number. Yeah. And then basically balance them out. For example, we have only 4 gammas, right? In total, in the whole system, we have only 4 gammas. We have only 4 gammas. So if we unload everything to have only 4 items of each, like we know that we need to be. No, it's not. It's not the. It's the half of the remaining ones. But that's only for the 4 to 4. It's 1/2. And then one half again for the 2 to 2s. Oh, that's a bit of a headache. You know what? Let's see if we can do it with this one. Let's see if we can do it. You can do it because trying to estimate how much needs to be converted. For example, what I mean. Let's say we have 68 lambdas, right? Lambdas can be transformed to phis. So that's fine. We're balancing lambdas and phis. Then both lambdas and phis together can be transformed to match what was epsilons and x's. Yep, epsilons and x's. And then all of them could be converted back to others, and the same balancing could be done with others. Can we just offload 64 lambdas in this big chest and say it's okay? No, we can't. It's not 64 lambdas because after the balance, it's half, right? It's half. If you offload 32 lambdas and matching amount of x's, they're gonna become their counterparts. They're gonna become their counterparts, and then half of which is gonna be transformed to the other half. Yeah. That's a bit dangerous, though. That's a bit dangerous. Let's do something simpler. Let's do something simpler. Let's try to use the 18 belts, and we can try to merge some belts if we need more space at the top. So in the case of this one, the conditions are going to be simple for the first ones. In the case of this one, for example, this is the belt which is going to be. We can just look at the color. It's going to be consuming. It's going to be consuming phis because it's magenta, and phis are magenta. So we only need to output phis if we have more phis. No, wait. It's going to be consuming. It's going to be consuming lambdas. It's going to be. No, we should be matching lambdas and phis. I mean, this belt is going to be containing lambdas. So let's actually have the opposite one. Let's have lambdas belt, and lambdas is cyan. Anyway, we need all of the belts. So this is the lambdas belt, and we need to be outputting lambdas if we have more lambdas than phis, and that's all. That's all there is to it. We're going to be checking the red wire. Let's set up the conditions a bit later. We're going to be checking. Oh, but not exactly. We need to output half of the difference. Yeah, that's the trick. We need to output half of the difference, because only we're going to be gaining some and losing some. So by outputting half of the difference, we are making sure that how to do it in the lowest amount of combinators. We need to take, first of all, we need to have the difference. I think it's 2, right? Take the difference and then multiply it by, why did I do that? Take it and multiply it by -2. Something like this. Take the difference of, just saving. Take the difference of, so we want to output lambdas. So we need to have, if it's positive, we want to have it enabled. So lambdas minus phis. Everything here uses the red wire. Is there a reason you have 2 Nixie tubes set up with the same arcosphere? Reason? No. Well, yes. It's me being me. Good eye. They are supposed to represent their respective ones, and this one have been misbehaving. Who did that? So here we're calculating lambdas minus phis. We are outputting lambdas, and then we are dividing, let's say, everything by 2, so we don't have to copy paste. We don't have to copy paste this. With Mixation, where you were in that one? Exactly. Let's blame other people for not noticing. How can you be so irresponsible to not notice every single mistake? Saving the world. Okay. That's a good excuse. You are forgiven. So here we go. That's the balancer of like we're gonna be having this one into the set filters. Oh god. No. Hold on. Wait, you're connected with nothing. Oh, because I have removed the wire, therefore we have lost the set features. Wait. You should be only outputting lambdas. However, I don't want it to work just yet. Let's put it one tile above. Let's pick that ball and that ball as well. Let's put it one tile above. And here we go. This one is going to be only outputting lambdas because we have more lambdas than phis, and it's going to output them until we have like until their numbers match. And now this is just this is going to be an easy build. The hard part is going to be here. So let's go ahead and output all of them like this. Where should we do the other ones? Okay, let's do the build first. So these ones are lambdas, so they're outputted on a cyan belt. The first ones. And let's see. So this machine, it should output into these two. And these two are the complementary ones. So the idea would be to have let me do the belts with the black ones first for the convenience, and then we can color them. The idea would be to do something like this, where lambdas, and by the way, note how they have only one filter inserter. Do we want to have two at the same time? Nah, we don't really care. Will this actually fix the problems you had, or just translate them from full chests into full belts? No, the point would be to not have full belts. Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe we need to add some kind of a leeway. Yeah, like not transform everything. The idea would be to basically output everything we know is extra. Everything we know is extra on the belts. Like the belt should never be full. It's like so yeah, we do need some phasing number. So let's have after we divide, or before we divide, doesn't really matter. Let's have them after we divide. Let's simply have a constant combinator here. By the way, we need more of these. And instead of connecting this one, we can go through the combinator, and the combinator should be saying, oh, it can be combinator for all of them basically. It can be a combinator for all of them. Oh, but no, we have to have a combinator per, because it's the same wire. They might have messed up set features. Okay, so and this one should basically be saying minus however like whichever the amount of spheres you want to have in addition to the imbalance. So -4 here is good. So as long as the difference divided by 2 is less than 4, then this one should not be doing any set features. And right now we have 67 and 54, so we have quite a big difference. The difference should be 13 divided by 2, so 6. 6 is more than 4, so it should output only 2. Okay, so something like this. Yeah, that's a good point. Then let's do the belts. So the idea is that they are all. However, I want this to be. Oh, I want them to work one after another. I want them to work in alternance. This is where I would have loved to use two of them at the same time and output to the single belt. Wait, can we? Maybe we can have a set filter combined for two of them, just to initiate the double swing. But then again, we don't have space around this chest. Oh, how about having a second chest here, and one could contain only 4 kinds of items, and the second one could contain 4 other kinds of items. So say first one contains lambdas, phis, epsilons, and x's, and second contains the other 4. So the 2x2 and the 4x4 balancing can be done at one chest, and the half of them, I mean, and then the second chest can also do 2x2 and 4x4. Ooh, I think this is a good idea. We can do it like this. This one could store lambdas, phis, epsilon. We're going to be taking one again, one other side, but we are going to be gaining half as much stuff. So let's actually try to do it here. So these two are going to be making sure that the swing is done. We have 2 swings for 1 sphere here. And what if it's like this? I'd like to check something. Hey, Modanion, welcome back. Welcome back. I'd like to check that they indeed output to the different side of the belt. No, they output to the same. That is not what I wanted. I mean, we could do it like this, if you want them to output to the different sides. Don't have the color. This one is the right and this one is the left, yeah. And that should work. How are you doing, Modanion? We are trying to redo the arcospheres. Trying to have the ultimate solution. The tileable, beautiful, fast, and whatever positive adjective you can find should apply. That's the goal. Oh, I almost want these to be at the bottom here, so they don't take space onto these. You know what? Let's try to move them. Like that. So these can be at the bottom. So we have lambdas, and these are going to be lambdas, these are going to be phis, and they're going to be epsilons and x's, and then we're going to be having 4 more remaining ones. 4 more. Oh, that's such a waste. That's such a waste of space. If we have lambdas, phis, because we need to do balance for like into. Can these two? Can these two do both? Can these two do both lambdas and phis? Oh, maybe they can. Maybe they can. Basically, they either output lambdas if we have more lambdas than phis, or they output phis if we have more phis than lambdas. Oh, that's perfect. And then we can just put a splitter. We can just put a splitter and say lambdas go there and phis go there. Oh, that's good. That's good. We are kind of overcharging them, but that's fine because they can either ones or others can be working at the same time, not both. Perfect. So here, how do we do that? We're checking a lambdas minus. Basically, we need a second check. We need a second check here. Do we need another combinator? No, we don't. We can just say -4 phis here and use the same. Here we're outputting phis minus lambdas and saying phis. Phis are going here. They are gonna be this is gonna be outputting each, and so we can use the same. Yep, we can use the same. Oh, that's a nice merging, making it more compact. So, as we have, as phis minus lambdas is a negative phis, even after dividing, like, they're not going to be at set features. And these two can only be set to 1 at the same time, not both. It's impossible, because they're mutually exclusive. And that's perfect. We have improved this. So these two are taking care of lambdas and fees, and these two. Oh, what color of the belt should it be? I think in that case we should be doing alternating belts. We should be doing something like this. So that there is no like favoritism. We should be alternating them. It looks weird, right? It looks weird, but it does make sense. And just by looking at it, you know directly, you know exactly which kind of spheres it's all about. Breakfast has been eaten. Time to watch you solve things I am so far away from. Hey, it's always better on a full stomach. What do you think, guys, about this these alternating colors? I'm not convinced. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not entirely convinced. So you have the power to, you have full power to make me flinch with a good argument. Now we need here we need a second set of conditions, because they're all of these are using the same red belt. Oops. All of these are using the same red belt, and we don't want to be merging them. And here they look interesting. What sort of intonation would you take while saying interesting? Vision processor fatal error. Guys, if you have a better idea, please submit. But no, please take note that we have a color matching all of the spheres. Let me show you actually. That is taking so much slots in the inventory. This is one thing I'm not too happy about. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Yellow? No. White, yellow. Red, magenta, green, cyan, blue. Blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. We have every single sphere which is able to have its own color. So x's go here, lambdas go here, phis go here, epsilons go here, omegas go white, thetas are orange. I guess they could go onto the yellow one. Thetas can go onto the yellow one. Which ones am I missing? Well, let's open this one. Where are they? Where are the spheres? I guess we cannot really see them by looking at the recipes. Here. Lambdas. X's. Oh, zetas are yellow. Zetas are yellow. Gammas are gonna be blue. Phis magenta. Omegas are white. Wait, and thetas go where? Black? Thetas go on the black? No, black doesn't match them. I like purple. Research stalled. Oh yes, indeed. I think it's stalled because of this. It's stalled because we have removed the ability to make everything. Interesting. Is it? Out of all the markers when I was a kid, purple smelled the best. Ah, based. You are based. The glue was eaten in writing of the above comments. If you're trying to fill both sides of it, why not use mini loaders? Oh, that's on purpose. I don't want to use mini loaders because I don't want to overload the belt. First of all, mini loaders have an offset. There are too many. They output every single tick, and the update might not reach them too fast, so they're gonna offload too many items. That's the first reason. Second reason is I want them exactly here. We're gonna be having 2 inserters for the items. We're gonna be. By the way, are they outputting at the same time? Hold on. Yeah, they're kind of one next to another. Let me just. It's hard to have a flow, but they're kind of next to one another. Oh, not when they turn right. Not when they turn right. Not when they turn right. We need to have... Because this one is going to be turning right at some point. And the second reason, again, is because these two, we have two inserters here and two inserters here. So in case where we output non-stop, there's going to be a delay between, look at this, pam, pam. There's a distance between every set of two. And the distance matches the speed with which these inserters are able to take them. So this is all actually working out. Oops. Let me put them back. Okay. Yeah, guys, what do you think? Which one should take the black? Which one should take the black one? I feel like omegas are white. Maybe thetas can take black. We don't really have orange, so thetas can be on the black. Everything else is okay. Yeah, thetas can go on the black. Okay. Oh, and the blue. Never mind. Never mind. We shall see later. So here how should it work? Basically, there's going to be two hands, and this one is going to be a pass-through. This is going to be a pass-through, and are the two hands going to be able to take... Let's try to orient them in a bit better way. So let's have the top one here. These are the... Oh, and by the way, that's perfect, because the bottom one is coming before the top one. Oh, but then they're just going to... This is going to be taking the bottom one, this is going to be taking the top one. Well, it's fine. It's fine. So these are taking them like that. And these are also feeding their complements like this. But maybe we will need some spaces in between. We will definitely need some spaces. And the idea here... stuck. The idea here is that once they finish processing, they output them on a belt, which brings them all the way back home. All the way back home. It can be any belt. And the best part is that these need to be rotating. I'd like them to be rotating. Somehow they need to basically to go around. Maybe go around in the same way. Maybe go around on the same belt. Go around on the same belt. And basically, we can use this belt for the outputs, and the both inputs could be passed to continue through, to continue through to their to the top. Let's build something like this, and that is gonna enable us having more of these tiling. Bam, 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 bam. If one day we notice that we don't have fast enough production, we just tile them. We just go like this, bam, 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 and that is gonna enable the speed. Okay, something like this. Bam, 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 right? Now, what we need to do is make sure that they merge onto both sides. And the way to do it is basically maybe something like this. And if the input one is like that. Oh, but we need 2 mini loaders. Here we will need 2 mini loaders, because one of them should be outputting the real output back. Let's actually make them as close as possible, like that. This is gonna be outputting the fees, not priority. This one is gonna be outputting the fees on the bottom, and this one will be because the sphere should always be circulating in order to avoid them massing on the belt. Like if they pass through these. If these, for example, are input and these are full, the next spheres are going to be passing through. So if we don't have enough tiles yet, we don't want them to be accumulating on the belt. We want them to be going back. Oh, maybe they don't even need to... Oh, that's good. They don't even need to go all the way back. Wait, this hand is not going to be fast enough to pull from the belt, will it? Let's test. Let's test. Give me 1 lambda. What? Yeah, no, it's not fast enough. Well then, in that case, How can we make sure? I mean, we could also, oh, we could do angles. We could do angles, meaning we could do something like this. But they need to be one below. So basically, if we do it like this, we can have this one be stationed here, and it can be served by both this and this. But again, I'm not sure this one is going to be able to pick one coming through here, because it's going to be passing through so fast. Let's have a look. These belts change all the preconceptions you might have with this speed. Like every time you need to test. Let's see. Yep, it wasn't able to catch it. It was not able to catch it. So that doesn't work either. By the way, is this one... is the basic one working? Is the basic one working? Yep, okay, the basic one worked. That's the only thing that worked. I mean, it could also be... I think if it's coming from the front, like that. I think that should be working. Yeah, that's working, because it's coming towards the inserter. It has time to detect it's on the belt, then try to reach it, and while doing so, it's still within the reach. Okay, so this is working. And now we need to solve the same for that one. Oh, and by the way, in that case, there is actually an easier solution. We don't have to have a straight line. We don't have to have a straight line. For example, we can do something like this. In order to allow such. I'd like the belt to not change the lane though, because we could go with some nice little weird design. We want this one and we want that one. Is there a way to make it better, to not make this belt look so weird? Maybe with something. Maybe, hold on. Maybe if you do something like this. This one is going to be taken from the front. This one is going to be taken from the top, and then the inputs are going to be coming right here. The inputs can be coming in through here. So they're kind of nicely symmetrically placed. How about that? Oh, I like that. I like that. They are symmetrically placed. We're not having some weird belts in between, and it's still a windmill. It's still a windmill. It has to be a windmill. That's how it is. It's a bit of a weird windmill, but there's always two tiles in between. Like these are aligned vertically, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's have the input be at the top, and the output be at the bottom. So the output is going out of here, and the input can be coming in through the top, like that. And here the idea is that we want to kind of merge, kind of split this one in order to be to fit both sides of the belts. Need more space, something like this. And what about just merging them to their sides? It's a bit weird, but at least we are making sure that they're distributed properly on both sides. Yeah, I think I like it. What do you think, guys? What do you think about this? And this one is going to be the one which is going to be coming here in the middle and setting the. Now let's have the everything else field here. Let's have everything else field. What do we need? We need to have the catalysts, and the catalysts are 2 omegas. And remember the issue. Remember the issue we had with the catalysts not able to be inserted, because we want these machines ultimately to be working at full time if possible. And the issue we had is that if one of these is full, we cannot insert anything. They cannot store any sort of buffer. So in order to avoid that, what we can do, and by the way, let's have a look at how the hands were oriented here. We have these two hands between these two, but I have kind of rotated them by 90 degrees. So we need to have these sorts of hands between the top and left. So something like this. And then these outputs. Which one outputs to... Here, the top outputs to bottom. The top outputs to bottom. So like this, basically. And this one is theta. So what we need, first of all, is filters. And the idea is that this theta is gonna be able to go on a buffer chest. It's gonna be able to be buffered like this. So this way, two of them could be working at the same time. Oh, but we also want to disable... This is... Oh no, it's fine. These two are completely unrelated because this takes fees and this is going to be taking thetas. And this belt is used for the buffering of thetas. Like that. So we can do the same on this side. Rotate or flip? Yeah, rotate is better. Rotate like this. And these are kind of similar. But this one needs X's and Zetas, and this one outputs X's, so this one is X. And this one should be Zeta. Wait. Like that, but this one is a Zeta. Like that, yeah. And this one gives back Omegas. No, wait. Oh, huh? Wait, what? Wait, it's not theta. It's not theta. It's not. It's this one is omega. This one is omega. It outputs omegas, which this one takes. And from here, this one needs. Wait. This one needs lambdas and thetas. This one is lambdas and omegas. Did I make a mistake here? X's go into here. And this one is epsilons. Okay, yeah, this one is epsilon. It's not zeta, it's epsilon. Zeta from this one. Zeta from here. Where is it going? Where does Zeta go? Zeta is needed here. Wait, mistakes were made again? Oh. I haven't rotated them, actually. In the end, they have not been rotated. Lambdas, omegas. Lambdas, omegas into X. Yeah, and lambdas, epsilons. And bottom is theta and epsilon. Oh yeah, never mind. They have not been rotated. They have not been rotated. So here we have the same setup as before. Hey, Tense Dungeon with the raid. Welcome. We are doing some overly complicated Arcosphere balancing level 2, and I can now say that it's overly complicated based on the statistics, as 3 of you have showcased your setups, and all of them are so much simpler than what I am doing. Bloop, welcome. So the setup here is that the top and bottom exchange stuff, and then it goes from top left to bottom right, like this. And top and bottom exchange stuff. So these two... Oh, how can we exchange? How can we exchange? Because we want to be exchanging with the buffer in both cases. We don't have space for the exchange to happen. I think this might require... Oh, we don't really have... What if we move them one tile upper? Yeah, so this one is gonna be able to do what we just did, because this is a one-way exchange. and these start to ways. But hey, Transduction, how was your stream? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for always raiding. This one should give omega to the top one, and the top one should give thetas to the bottom one, like that. And this one should give thetas to the bottom again, and this one gives zetas to the top. Yep. This one gives thetas to the bottom, and bottom gives zetas. And that's it. That's how it's gonna be working. So, and because we have added a space, we have a buffer here. We have a buffer. Let's move them closer, like that. And here as well. Something like this. Let's have thetas actually be symmetrical. Wait. No, thetas are coming from the top. Yeah, let's have thetas always in the middle. And zetas should be here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The first tile. Everything else should be kind of copy-pasted. If you can you not use a long head inserted there? It will only move items that can be moved, or is that the belt mini? Exactly, that belt is the mini buffer, and the purpose of that belt is to solve the issue that we had. Let me let me showcase the issue for those who don't know. There is an issue happening with the machines like that if they are all connected with each other. If a machine has a has an item in the output which cannot be, which is still not able to be evacuated. For example, a hand cannot output it. Nothing can be inputted. Nothing can be inputted. So let me show you. For example, here we need lambdas and omegas. And wait, did I not properly paste them? Yeah. And for example, this one can output omegas, right? Let's put an omega inside. Let's put an omega at the output, and let's have one here. So, if you put this inserter, as you can see, it will not work. This inserter doesn't work. Although there is input here of omegas. Omegas can be inputted as input, and there are present here in this one as outputs. It says output full, but this inserter can still not take them. It refuses to take spheres and move them here because this one still has outputs. This one still has outputs. As long as a machine has outputs, it cannot receive any inputs, at least for grammetrics facilities. So this causes deadlocks in the system because it's like a windmill. As you can see, they exchange items between themselves. But if there is a situation where both of them have outputs locked, these ones cannot participate either, and everything just stops working. Yep, it's input-output deadlock. And which is why we have these belts, which allow items to be outputted on a belt to free the initial space and have everything working. Now, with this, all of the 4 machines can be working almost at the same time with 2 catalysts. But I'm now thinking that 3 catalysts will make sure all of them are working non-stop. 3 catalysts should make sure, because 3 catalysts are going to be creating a small buffer. Where everything should be working non-stop here, and I almost want to test it. I almost want to test it. So let's do so. Let's have 3 catalysts, and by catalysts I mean the other items which participate to the transformation but never get out, which are 3 omegas and 3 thetas. Do we even have them? 3 omegas and 3 thetas. So let's input omegas here. That's 4. And 3 thetas. Why I take 4? Okay, so now as we insert stuff, it should be properly working. Is there a more compact way to do this? Because I feel like it's a little bit over the top. This is a little bit over the top. How about something like this? Nah. I mean, it will work, but It's a bit over the top. And another issue is that they're not exactly... I'd like them to merge at the same time. But that's impossible, because even if we do it like this, there's still gonna be like one tile of belt too much. They're not gonna be able to unload at the same time. To load stuff at the same time. But I think it's fine. I think it is fine. So let's do the simplest way. Like these hands, unless they are on the cross junction. Oh, by the way, forgot to put you. Let's test it. So and these basically we're gonna be able to tile this as many times as we need, like that. Pam 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 pam. All we need to do is to make sure that they return, and of course, make sure that the belts are properly colored. But let's test. And this is gonna be the one bringing the belts back into the chest. Is it working? Yeah, but it doesn't look good. You know what? We can use hands here. No, inserters are gonna make it faster if necessary. So let's try. What we want to do is to connect the chest and see how it goes. Normally they should only output 4 lambdas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. Okay. Oh, it's because the other ones were outputting lambdas. Okay, never mind. By the way, what's the status now? We have... Oh, I forgot to check the left chest. We have actually more lambdas than... Way more lambdas than Fizz. And let's also place a speed up beacon. I forgot to look if all of them were working at the same time. But I think they were. I think they were. And there's no deadlock. Oh! Yeah, and Fizz need to be outputted. I forgot to output Fizz. Fizz need to be outputted by the top and top right and bottom left machines, and they need to go go inside of this one. So actually, it doesn't really matter. They can be outputted into any of these because all like they're just basically going back home, right? Yeah, and all of them should be working at the same time. Yeah, look at them. All of them work at the same time, participating to the conversion, and Fizz are sent back home. And by the way, I'm noticing that Fizz are always outputted to the left side of the belt, which is interesting, which means we can properly combine. We can combine these and the next build we're going to be doing for the other ones. We can combine them together to make sure that we have two sides of the belt properly balanced, the input belt here. So we're done. Let's now make it cute. Should we go through here, or should we go all the way up first? I feel like it's better if we go all the way up first. Like that? Yeah. And then through here, you can... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. And then, which one should we use? Let's use a blue one. It creates two, yeah. No, let's use a cyan. The next here in the row is the cyan one. So actually, it can go super far, but we're not using it at max distance, which might be a little bit of a waste. But let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. So we are kind of using it as far as possible. Then here, oh. Let's have this top side being magenta, and this bottom side being in more cyan. Guys, I'm gonna be obsessed with the colors here. Bear with me. And then this one could be magenta because we have less magentas, and the next one could be cyan. And then magenta, cyan, magenta. This one is cyan. This one is magenta. Hey. And here we can have, again, a magenta for Fizz and cyan for lambdas. Like that. Where are they? Oh, above? Yeah. Magenta for fees, because it outputs fees, and then the other one for lambdas. Now, I need your opinions, guys. What do you think about it? It is so weird. But you know what? Oh! Wait, we don't know. We don't know whether it's fees or lambdas. Cause again, and by the way, it's by looking at the belt that I have remembered that here on this lane could be either lambdas or fees. So we don't know. Will there be a deadlock if too many Arcos enter this loop since you don't have a priority on the grammetric outputs? Priority? No need for a, I don't think we need to have a priority. If too many Arcos are enter this loop, basically they're gonna be on this belt. They are gonna be on this belt. Oh, you mean no? Because at some point they're gonna be processed, right? At some point they're gonna be. Oh, you mean for the outputs? If the belt is completely full and we don't have any space for the outputs here. Oh, that's a good consideration. That is a good consideration. That is like we want to have at least some tiles always present. Some tiles should always be empty in order for this belt to be able to proceed. Yeah, that's a good point. You know how we can do it? I have an idea. Let's do it like that. Oh, guys, no. There is something I have realized. The top side is only for lambdas. Oh, yes. We don't need colors. The top side is only for lambdas. Because we need to be splitting here. We need to be splitting fees onto fees lane. Because this is it's only like this at the beginning. And then it changes. So fees are gonna be treated at another processing center right below. So these ones are lambdas only. Oh yeah, that makes it better. To be honest, I was not really a fan of this rainbow, but I couldn't justify reason to not using them because I thought that I did right click again, which made 50. I think it's fine. Yeah, these are all magentas, are all cyan. Yeah, that makes it a bit better. Actually better. And then we can have a special one for outputting fees, like the complementary one. And everything here is gonna be lambdas. I barely understand, but it looks like it should work or not based on what you just said. So the problem is, Faustus was saying, because we have a rotating belt, we have stuff on the belt, which is basically rotating non-stop, right? And not only it is rotating non-stop, but it also accepts input from outside. So there might be a point where there's just no space at all on this belt, on this rotating belt, to be able to handle any output that these machines produce, fees. But actually, normally these ones take items and these outputs. But let's just make it safe. Let's make it safe. And the way to make it safe, I think I have a nice little idea to make it safe by using circuits. We can connect these three. And actually, we can connect this one as well, just to make sure. And let's have this one only be enabled if everything is at 0. And these are only going to be reading the belt contents on hold mode. So this one is only going to be enabled. If all of these three are empty. To basically always make sure that there is some space, at least some space at all times in this belt. Which solves it in a quite symmetrical way, I think. You could try to, although it's not very pretty to have this kind of yellow stuff above the pristine cyan. It works too, but has more potential to slow down outputs. It only slows down the inputs, because the outputs are passed towards the right and then exits the lane like this. You could try to side load a belt from the input lane that is the opposite side of gravimetric's outputs. Side load the belt from the input lane that is the opposite side? I don't understand. Side load a belt from the input lane. Oh, have the whole input belt only contain one side, but that would put a limit. Like it would divide by half the capacity of the factory. Gravi outputs go on the right side of the belt, and Arcos coming from chest would go on the left. Yeah, that would make us use only one half of a belt. So instead of having 64 items per second, we would be restricted to 32 items per second. But again, we should ask ourselves the question: is there going to be a point in time where we're gonna be wanting to transform 32 arcospheres a second? Does the factory have enough? Exactly. So maybe 32 arcospheres a second is something we don't have to be worried about. But in that case, all the setup here to make them come both to the one side of a belt. 32 times 8, yeah, times 8 because we have 8 balancers. But like for one sphere, for example, yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point. And the reason why I don't like this is simply because of the ugliness, the ugliness of these connections. Like they block the pristine belts. Okay, I think we should do it like this in that case. We should do it like this. So basically that means that all of them are going to be going on one side of a belt. And in that case, let's just put them on the left side. With this setup, all of them are going on the left side of the belt. All the inputs are going on the left side of the belt. And let's do it like this. So it's alternating. All of them are on the left side. Here they are all... And actually, the split is now easier to do. There's no split with this setup. There is no split. Oh, you know what? Let's actually have them on the right side of the belts. Let's have them on the right side. Which I think should work if we do it like this. Hold on. Yeah, both of them are put to the right side of the belt. The idea behind this is basically to make it a little bit more pretty. Nope. To make it more pretty, because if these are on the right side of the belt, the feedback lane from after this mini loader can just simply connect here, and we don't need any sort of going around. So they're all on the right side. I'd like to also make sure that this has priority. Oh, but in that case, we have to use a. Actually, now I want them to be on the... It doesn't matter. It can be like this now. No, wait. We said it's on the right side. Oh, now I want them to be on the left side. Let's have a look at... Oh, problem is these... Oh, these outputs to the bottom side. Oh, okay. We just need to be looking at these, because these outputs to the middle side. Always to the middle side. So the outer side, the left side, should be the one having the items. And with this setup, it is the case. So the rotating items have priority, and these ones are basically coming from the outside. But does this solve the problem of still having too many items inside? Does this solve the problem? You know what? I think it's fine. You know why? Because this this inserter is taking the items from the belt to put it inside. It's going to be taking lambdas, and this one should be hovering over this belt with phi ready to drop. So as soon as this inserter takes the lambda, this one should deposit phi where it was, because it should be hovering over this belt, ready to drop whenever there is space. So I think this is fine. And here's the same. It's the same. As soon as this one takes a lambda, if this one was depositing phi, it should deposit phi. So there should be no issue. If you get to that many arcospheres, you might as well build an Arcolink arcosphere balancer. That is true. That is true. And let's have this one outputting the this color. And here we have. Should we have the same? We can merge them at some point. Okay, so here we go. We have one build. We don't need to have a second one just yet, because it's gonna make us waste some of these. What we need to be careful about are the beacons. Let's make sure from the beginning that we don't mess it up. So everything here can be copy pasted towards. Again, where should the beacons be placed? Maybe in between. Do we want, while copy pasting these, do we want them to be as close as possible? Can they be as close as possible to each other? No, they can't. They can't, because then the beacons will have nowhere to go. But having them be too far from each other is also detrimental. Should we increase some spacing to have even more buffer? For example, move. It's gonna be so weird. Either if you move this one to the bottom or this one to the top, it's gonna create the problem of this hand not being close enough, or this one not outputting to the bottom side. But with this, they can actually output to the top side. Nah, it's fine. You know what? Let's just put. Let's have them actually be compact or left. Oh no, we can't even make them compact, because if we do, then they are not going to be beaconable from left to right. These beacons are a little bit too big. Either not small enough or too big. So if we do it like this, we're going to be having stuff like that. No, even further. That's so much space in between. That is so much space. Can one beacon being here in the middle fit the one which is like right next to it? Can this? Oh, okay, that works. That works. In that case, a beacon is actually big enough to cover 3 builds. Like that. It's gonna be able to cover 3 builds like that. That is OP. That is OP. So if we need to expand the transformation of lambdas into phis, and spoiler alert, we might actually be needing that, because historically lambdas have been an issue. Wait, yeah, and it's also very it's placed in the middle, because we have 2 tiles of distance between the verticals, and it's like in between. Okay, perfect. Great, I'm happy about this. Let's have the other ones. Now these just need to go beneath. Oh man, look at all the space they're taking. Wait. Achievement unlocked. Your factory may grow now. Exactly. The tile is done. Or now it's just copy pasting. It's just copy pasting. However, is there any other things to bear in mind? Yeah. So first of all, look at the vertical spacing and how far. Like, we are already at 2, and we need to have 8, right? So what we need to think about is actually going even higher, because they are tileable towards the right, and we need to go higher in order to have. The idea is to have like 4 here, even higher than 4, because. Oh wait. We also had this one. The idea was to balance lambdas and phis and omegas and x's by the top side, and have the other one. Oh, let's have the middle merges in the middle. So these 2 at the top, then the other 4 at the top, 4 at the bottom, and the rest in the middle. And let's actually start with the rest. Let's start with the rest because the rest is in the middle. It's between these two. So the last tiles are like we need enough space, so we need to start from that. Let's man, how would you do, guys, without a mod which expands your inventory? Look at all the belts. Look at all the colorful. Maybe that's just a me problem, but having all sorts of belts in order to make stuff is feels kind of necessary. Oh, we don't have enough landfill. We don't have enough landfill. Let's let's expand towards the top. How high we should go? Building via nav view and blueprints. That's a good one. Base construction bots are annoying to me. Yeah, right? Same. Hey, thank you for providing me an answer to Faustus. Same, Faustus. I don't like base construction bots. They're, I prefer building by hand. I only do on-person bots. For new stuff, I like to construct by hand as well. But for the expansion, I must. What? Why are there? Okay, never mind. For the construction stuff, I like for the automatic expansion. I think I do think it's kind of convenient to have the bots. The building area is not covered by the global network. Oh, I have a dedicated building area where I design things and I use base construction robots and build it in en masse. Ah, that's a good idea. That's I think I'm gonna steal that idea for the next playthrough. I think that's really good. Like you build and then you basically say, oh, okay, I finished constructing, expand there. That's cool. That's cool. I like it. Now, not sure how high we need to go. But it's good to have realized that we need to start by the middle. And also bottom. Again, not sure how low. But this should do it. And everything else can be stored inside the platform. Yep. Enough space. Cool. Well, let's take the items back. And let's move... okay, let's not copy-paste just yet. Let's move this one, Control X, towards somewhere towards the top, like that. Okay, placed it. We will put some catalysts later. Again, this one is not an issue. So imagine that we have four balancers of 1-to-1 at the top. Lambdas, phis, we're balancing out lambdas, phis, epsilons, and x's. Then we will need to have 4 balancers at the bottom. Oh, by the way, now... Wait, how comes the omegas? Where are lambdas? We have 45 and 56. Yeah, we have a ton of omegas. I'm not sure where they came from. That's fine. Again, let's. These are like for later. We need to construct this middle side first. So let's go ahead and construct the. First of all, let's plan. We have 4 lambdas, phis, epsilon, x's are gonna be here. We're gonna be having the other 4 here, so that's 8. They can have an input belt which could be like this. It doesn't really matter which one. It doesn't really matter. Actually, maybe 2 input belts even. And we can use these sides. We can use these sides to balance 2-to-2s. So let me go. Actually, we don't need to open Excel anymore because we have this blueprint here. The 4 pair constructions are going like this. Let's take one of them. Let's start with the bottom. Take one of them. and put it here. And for the pairs need to have at the same time lambda spheres. And actually it's very convenient because the top chest is for lambda spheres, epsilons, and x's. Like ultimately, it's gonna be. Oh wait, this chest. Oh, we need to balance out from this chest into both. We actually don't. We don't have stuff in between these two. From this chest, we're going to be outputting lambda spheres, epsilon, x's in the top, and the other four at the bottom. So the top chest is gonna be creating balance between these four. The bottom chest is going to be creating balance between these four. So we're going to be having two balancers. We should design them in a second. But let's start with the middle ones, with the last ones. Last ones are the easiest ones. All we need is this machine, and we need to be able to repeat it as many times as we need. The only issue here is gonna be actually this one is the bottom one, and this one's gonna be at the top. The only issue is to properly make sure that we are outputting all of the items at once, and this is gonna be a little bit challenging. Pretty much decided on starting my C0.6 playthrough and will probably be using shuttles for transporting items in space. Similar to how you did on Morse. Ah. Might use space elevator to bring stuff up from land base, but primary focus will be ships. Is there any change in 0.6 regarding the fuel cost? Because I feel like this is something that like you unlock ships early on, and the only way to increase cost efficiency is by using better fuel. For example, using antimatter when you unlock it. I haven't actually measured, but I think antimatter should be more cost efficient to produce than the other ones. No change in 0.6 around fuel costs. I feel like some upgrades to efficiency, to spaceship's efficiency, especially for the landing cost, would be welcome. I feel like this stuff would be welcome just to incentivize people to use more ships. Because right now they're just too costly. But liquid fuel and stream antimatter are pretty cheap compared. Even though they are cheap, like the sheer amount, for example, of liquid rocket fuel you need, like the sheer amount, except if you are like on Morse, right, or on a small planet, it's just a little bit overwhelming, maybe. But maybe it's okay. So let's see here. Actually, we don't need this pylon. Let's see here. What we will need. Let's actually adjust this one right. Oh, before adjusting that, why do we have catalogs here? Why do we have all 3 catalogs here? Wait. They're produced here. Oh, actually, we are full on level 3 catalogs. That's interesting. We are full on level 3 catalogs everywhere, even inside the chests. That is interesting. How did they end up being in the robot network? Not sure. Liquids are basically free since crude is infinite in non-K2. Yeah, that's actually a nerf in K2, right? Having non-infinite crude. That is a nerf. Is there a way to get more of it, like in K2? How do people do, except for expanding non-stop? How do people do? Even, okay, remove space exploration. Ignore space exploration. With normal K2, how do people do? Lambda spheres, epsilon x's, the top one. Outpost and core mining. Oh yeah, you can do core mining of crude oil as well. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's. This is the biggest challenge right now. How can we? And by the way, let's move this one chest a little bit below. We can actually use the bottom space. What we need to do is to make sure we output 4 of the items at once, and by groups of 4, and make sure. Do we have epsilons just for testing? Do we have epsilons? We don't have epsilons. We have 0 epsilons. Can we get epsilons? Which build needs epsilons? Which build makes epsilons? It's this one. It's x's into epsilons. I kind of want them. But I don't know where they should be. You know what? Since we will need it one day, sooner or later, let's just copy paste this. Let's prepare. Which is this one? Oh, this is the copy paste stuff. Oh, that's the old one. Okay, we can remove it for now. Let's copy this one and let's prepare the one for epsilons because we're going to be needing it anyways, and so that we can generate some epsilons along the way. The one for epsilons is this one. Just copy paste the buildings. So this is like that. Then the outputs are epsilons. The inputs are doesn't matter. And here we need zetas and lambdas. Which ones go here? Lambdas go here. And here we output thetas and phis, and we need phis here. And these ones exchange what? Epsilons. And hold on. It was not epsilon. Xi. Xi is input, so this one is gamma. And this one is zeta. This one is gamma, and this one is zeta. And the same outputs. Oh no, gamma zeta, yeah. And here, this one gives back zetas phis, zetas. So this one gives back zetas. And this one needs phis thetas, gives thetas phis, so this one is theta. Lambdas, and it needs lambdas thetas, and this one gives thetas and phis. So here the output is thetas. So this is the proper tiling of these. Here we have the 4 builds for lambdas and phis. We need to copy paste them and transform them for these two in order to be oh no, it's okay, these two are using only one, so these are going to be using only this one. So here we're going to be checking its epsilons and x's. Here we are subtracting lambda phis. Let's have x's minus epsilons, outputting x's. It's the positive one, yeah. And this one is epsilons minus x's, outputting epsilons. Both of them are need to be minus 4 epsilon and minus 4 xz. Okay, like that. So, and these are going to be connected to these in set filter mode. Yeah. Oh, they are not connected to the with the red wire here. Bam bam, done. And of course they output epsilons because we have no x's and we have a ton of epsilons. The only issue with this setup, oh, I have just realized something. Should we take into account stuff which has been outputted onto the belts? For example, we output. No, we don't, because we divide by 2. We divide by 2 initially. Never mind. We only output half of them. We transform half of them because we expect the other half to become what we need. But wait, yeah, no, as we output, and before, for example, right now we have, let's say 100 of one item, right? And we say, okay, we need to output 50. But by outputting it, this decreases. So we keep outputting until we receive the initial input of the items. Until we receive the initial input. But how can we handle it? Even if we use a memory. When do we reset it? When do we reset it? See what I mean? We have 100 fees, for example, and no lambdas. So we are outputting 50 fees because it's divided by 2. But after having outputted 50 fees, if we haven't received any new lambdas, we are still having 0 lambdas. So we're gonna output them more and more, and then at some point we're gonna be starting receiving lambdas, and we're gonna be like, oh, we have a lot of lambdas, so let's transform half of them. Normally, it should stabilize, but due to the speed of delivery, although these are pretty fast. Due to the speed of delivery, we can be having like variations. See what I mean? Basically, okay. Let me redo it. Imagine we have 100 of one item and a 0 of the other one. The balancing works by transforming one into another. It's a one-to-one balancing. And to know how much balancing we need to do, we are basically taking the difference and divide it by 2. Because ideally, if we have 100 of one and only 0 of the second one, we want to be having 50-50, right? Problem is, we start outputting the 50, the first 50, the first half. But while we are outputting it, the count is also decreasing at the same time. So after the first output, we're at 98. 2 of them swing at once. Then 96, then 94. And they are still on the belts. They are still arriving. Let's say we're at 60 already, and they're still arriving. We're at 50. And so the new limit until, if we are at 50, and still we haven't received any transformed ones, they're still gonna be outputting 25. Non-stop, non-stop. Until we receive new ones. Hey, Ignis Pluvius, welcome back, welcome back. How are you doing today? We are doing some Arcosphere action. You know, alienating the chat. And by the way, for those who have arrived, if you want to showcase your Arcosphere build, please do so. We are looking at everyone's builds because I'd like to compile different ways you guys have done it. So if you'd like to showcase your Arcosphere balancing build, please go ahead. Fine, been playing a lot of Factorio for mobile. Factorio for mobile? What? It exists? You can play Factorio on your phone? I've never heard about that. I know what you mean. It's a simple logic like I have in my build. You need to connect the inserters to that logic. So let's say they count. Every time they output stuff, they count. Steam Deck. I'm playing Factorio on PC and on mobile, not exactly Factorio, but same style. Ah, it's not exactly Factorio. I've played a bunch of games. Oh, there is one great game I recommend you guys for mobile. There's a one great Factorio style game. If only I could remember the name. It's like a resource collection and at the same time tower defense. What was it called? Help me out. I'm sure some of you know. Refactory is a Factorio style game for mobile. It's pretty cool, nice graphics, UI comfortable. Refactory, okay, I'll check it out. I've never heard about it. The one I recommend is quite popular as well. I'm having a blank. Count like -1 when they're inserting into machines. Yeah, we need to make sure that once they output, they kinda... We still keep the memory of what they have outputted. And the moment these output, it decreases the count. Ah, that's good. That's good. When these swing, they're gonna be pulsing. So all of these are gonna be pulsing the count, which is gonna be added to the total. And Mindustry, exactly this one. Mindustry. I highly recommend. If you are in the train and you are, I don't know, or somewhere where you don't have access to your PC, poor you. You can try out this game. I think it's free. It's completely free, even on PC. I think they have released it on Steam for like $5. But if you download it on their site, it's free. I used to play Mindustry in PC and mobile. Yeah, it's a great mobile game because it's pretty easy. Actually, on PC, it's a bit, you have better controls, of course, with a mouse. But it's still pretty convenient to play on mobile. Until my phone was at 5 FPS. The maps are quite small there. They're not. That was my small. But actually, I know that they have redone new versions. So maybe the newest version is better. Like you also unlock, there is a big tech tree. You unlock different miners and stuff, turrets and whatnot. Really cool game with unique challenges. So yeah, let's do the memory. Let's do the memory. So how does it work? All of these should read hand contents in pulse mode. And here as well, they should... oh, they're all the same. They should read hand contents in pulse mode, and they need to be pulsing. They need to be pulsing onto a memory. Where should we put it? Let's put it here. Let's put it here. They are going to be pulsing into... so this memory does not need to be... This memory, should this memory be... Yeah, because for every single sphere which is passed on this belt, we're expecting one sphere back. We're expecting a one-to-one transformation, so this memory should never grow. It should always be, the same. And it should have a green wire. And the output should be connected to everything here, to the storage. So whenever these outputs, we still, they are adding, should we use a red wire here, or... No, not the red wire. This should be a green wire, because this should be disconnected from the total. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, this should be a green wire. Whenever they pulse, whenever they swing, they will pulse here into this memory, which is going to be storing numbers, and it's going to be adding up to the count. For example, it takes one fee, it does -1 from here, but +1 to the memory. Basically, they have taken the item, but we're kind of saying, consider that it has not been taken. Consider that it's still part of the chest. Consider it's still part of the chest. And let's actually do the same with the green wires to all of these. Pam pam. Consider it's still part of the chest. And now these, I think. Oh, look at this! A pylon in the middle. Let's actually let's not have a pylon. Let's have a. No, pylon is good. Never mind. Pylon is good. Pylon is good here. So they can all be connected to... These need to multiply by -1, saying that we actually... Wait, no, not the swings, not the swings. The -1 must happen when the item reaches the box. Yeah, the -1 must happen when the item reaches the box. So what we need to do here is we need to have 2 of these hands, which are gonna be... Where should we put these? That's fine. So we're gonna be having 2 belts of input. We have 2 belts of outputs, 2 belts of outputs, and 2 belts of inputs. And these are gonna be the 2 inserters in charge of putting stuff back in. And again, we have 4 hands output, but don't forget that they only output one type of item at a time. I played since version 3 and the game had been reworked 2 times. Now beta version 7. I remember they have released version 6. I've played the version 5 and they made big changes to version 6. I was like, oh, cool changes. I might play it one day. I still haven't gotten around to play it. And now they're at version 7. Cool. They're adding a new planet and more Command and Conquer gameplay with tanks and stuff. Tanks. Oh my god. My criticism for this game was that the maps are small. Maybe they have grown. And people can also create custom maps and stuff, like you need to capture a zone or something. Really cool. So yeah, back to Factorio. These when they swing, they need to count their swings at the same time. Pam pam pam. Combine this one here, and we should be. Do I want this to be green or red? Yeah, we want this to be kind of separate. Let's have a red wire coming in from this one to this one, so they don't basically mix with each other. This one multiplies everything by -1 and subtracts these inputs from this memory. So as soon as the items are received in the chest, because they're going to be added to the chest, they're also going to be subtracted from here. So we're basically keeping a temporary track of the items. And these don't need to have any sort of condition. They're always enabled. No, they're just reading hand contents in pulse mode. That's all you do. Circuit conditions, something our brain can't handle yet. It's a matter of time. Do more and more of them, and they're all gonna make sense. Can you build a full SC base without circuit condition? Define full SC base, because I don't think it can be functional. Rockets might not be functional without circuits. Although with a very simple circuitry, you can get around with a very simple circuitry. But you will have to have rockets with one item at a time. Like, you're gonna be wasting tons of resources. Exactly, as Faustus says, they're gonna be very inefficient. I don't even know. For a C, the basic one you need to know is the very simple one where you connect an inserter to the chest. And you need to know that it basically reads the contents of a chest, and you can have a condition. If there is less than 100 item plates in the chest, you can enable the inserter, basically something like this. And with this condition, just with the simple chest to inserter condition with the logic, you can basically do almost everything. Okay, not everything, but in a non-efficient way, you can do everything. Another important one is connected pump to pump to storage tank is for fluids. Sometimes because sometimes you have fluid feedback loops. So what you want to do is, let's say you have a fluid like this. You have a fluid like this, and there is some processing here. There is some fluid processing, but you receive the output of the fluid. You push some fluid here, and you process some of it, and you get some of it back. So you will want to have the feedback loop of this fluid inside the same tank from which you insert. Basically, what happens is you have two pumps pushing in the tank. This one is the fresh, and this one is the feedback loop. And you need to prioritize. You always want to be pushing from this one when you can. So what you need to do is you need to wire this pump with the tank, the input pump, and say to only fill this tank up to a certain value. For example, when the water levels are, I don't know, below 10,000. So this pump will only work until there is 10,000 in the tank, and feedback loop will have space to go back in. Yeah, that's the basics. Here what we are doing is a little bit more complicated. But again, it was all one step at a time. You'll get it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so these ones should be negating stuff, and I think we're done. What I want to do is to actually launch it. What I want to do is to actually launch it because we want to have the. Let's do it like this first, just to have some of these spheres, and actually we can check whether it's working. The colors are not important right now. Do it like that, and basically, yeah, have it on the belt, and do something like this. Maybe something like this at the end. So these ones should take stuff and put it back. So after this is done, actually it's a good test for this logic. Normally we should be having almost exactly the same amount of x's and epsilons. So let's go. As you can see, the pulses are working. And we are pulsing the amount. Let's get back the wires. We should be sending in total half the epsilons we have in the chests. So we should be having around, and these ones put the. Oh my god! Never mind. I forgot to set up the processing here. And also this. Tag, we want to be outputting epsilons. By the way, are we... What's the status here? What are you doing? Oh! Oh! Okay, it's good that I have noticed. The connections here are wrong. This one should be connecting to the chest directly, not to the output of the. Actually, connecting to here is good as well, I think. Wait, why is it changing sign and stop? Oh no! We need one memory for all. We cannot split it because the output is also merged, but it's fine. We can have one memory for all. So basically, all of these should be wired with the green wire. Yes, it is the case. And the plus, they changed not stop because they're. Oh, it's the same wire. It's the same wire. Okay, my bad. My bad. It needs to be the other wire, because if not, it's just doing stuff non-stop. So it's gonna be a red wire here, and all we need to do is to not connect it like this. This is the wire which... Hold on. Never mind, this is not the memory. The memory is only this one. And this one multiplies it by -1 and passes it. That's it. That's all we need. Nothing crazy. Oh my god. Just like this, yeah. Why different color? Sometimes you need to merge them, sometimes you don't, and basically there's a concept of memory. The inserter which outputs the signals, it's a bit more complicated. Maybe a tutorial would explain it better than me, but if you connect the output of an inserter to the input and make sure the condition is verified, or it's an arithmetic where it's always verified, you're gonna be every single tick, the values which are outputted are also gonna be read as input. They're gonna be fed back to the input and processed over and over. Because there are some important concepts to understand. Every single tick, a wire contains a state. So every single tick, you update the state. Combinators update the state of each wire every tick, and sometimes you want a signal present on the wire every tick. Sometimes you just want pulses. You just want a signal during one single tick, which is especially important when working with memories, because memories, if you have a constant signal on a wire, you need to think that every single tick you are pushing this wire into a memory, so it's increasing by 1 every tick, 60 per second. Which is the principle for clocks, for example. But yeah, I do recommend you watch a tutorial, watch or read a tutorial on more advanced stuff like this. I might not explain it the best. So here, what happens here is that these inserters, as you can see, they are set in read-hand contents in pulse mode. So every single time they pick an item, they send a pulse during this single tick of the item which has been picked. Is getting multiplied by -1, and its idea is to cancel the one which is pulsed when we output. Basically, we're keeping track of the items we output. And let's also make sure we clear this one up because of all of the mess. Let's collect these, put them back, and reset the memory. Remove and Control Z. Okay, so everything should have been reset, and I realized I have forgotten to wait, what? Wait a second. It's not the same. It's not the same. These are not go in. These are not. What? This hand is useless. It won't work. It needs to be the other way around. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. It needs to be the other way around, because in this direction it won't work. It should be like this, yeah. It should be coming from the bottom to top. Factorio only having 2 wire colors. Yeah, actually, I thought about this, and I think what happened is that the devs are fond of the minimal style, because with 2 wires, technically 2 wires are enough, because you can always change wire and isolate a signal. You just need more combinators. So you can emulate having multiple, like having different states by just having multiple disconnected wires, right? And you can split them however you want. So you can do basically everything with just 2 wires. However, it would be convenient to have more. That is true. It's not necessary, but it's convenient. So here we have changed the... okay, you know what? Let's change it here at the bottom. Let's change it here at the bottom, because the idea is that we're trying to take from both of them. We are trying to take from both, and they only take if they go towards themselves, like that. Bam, and then this one is going out, going down, and going back in, and then this one is the one we need to get out of the system. Oh, we can get it out like this now. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. We can get it out like this to the right, and the input can be like that. Is it good output wise? So output is always in the middle, and the input is coming from the left. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Output is always in the middle. So never mind the colors here. The colors are a little bit. So yeah, that's perfect. Something like this. Yep, and now it's fine. Let's have a look. So these are gonna be coming in through here. They're gonna be going here. They're gonna be. Oh, they are inside, but I forgot to put the catalysts. We need 3 gammas and 3 zetas. And by the way, let's take them out, because we want the. I want to check that we have the exact same number of X's as others. Pam 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 pam. We need 3 gammas and 3 zetas. This is Xi. I forgot their shape. Do you not have gammas? No, they should all be here if we have them. I think we have nothing. I think we have. By the way, let's actually connect the displays. Oh my god, we have nothing. We have nothing. We can't even test the setup. You know what? Okay, let's not test it. Let's finish building, and then we can test everything. Then we can test everything. So I'm gonna move this setup higher, because it's a finished one. We have made 2 1-to-1s. We need to make at least. By the way, why is there a 0? That is weird. Yeah. Maybe they're in the requester chest on the left. No, oh, requester chest. Oh, you mean these? Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. They are in the requester chest indeed. But since we have nothing, since we have hold on a second. Why do we have such few numbers? Where are the fees? Where are all the fees? It says 7. It should say 0, 1. Oh. Oh. Wait. We have way more of them than I initially thought. We're on 3 digits, which is, let's actually oops. We're on 3 digits. Yeah, let's just no. We are on 3 digits. Let's have 4 just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nixie tubes here. I think it's just numbers, right? Yeah. Okay. Now please update. Yeah, better. 4 digits. I hope 4 digits are gonna be enough. Okay, that is way better. Fees are hidden as always. Check the small print. What? I think I understand it's a joke, but I don't get it. The 3rd digit was hidden, which is why we didn't see the numbers properly, and which is why we had a 0, because it's something 0 something. Okay, and the display is done. Yeah, we do the fees. Ah, the fees. Ah, okay. Man, sorry that you had to explain it. I know it's not the best one. You have to explain. Okay, let's focus on the logic here. So what we want to do is again, we cannot test. We cannot really. And okay, guys, we're having a design deadlock here. In order to make a logic for these, we need to test them out. And in order to test them out, we need to set up others. And setting up others have the issue is that we don't know where to place them. Like, maybe we can just decide a layout first and then adjust. However, a third issue is that my time is kind of over. So unfortunately, we should continue it tomorrow. And by the way, yeah, if you still want to showcase your build of Arcospheres, you can do it tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next week, anytime. Just let me know, and I will look at it. I want to collect the information about how most of you did it. So yeah. Oh, I missed a message from a move mix issue, but you put to logic. For example, omega and going back is zeta is will count other items. Maybe it should be like that in your design. Yeah, the idea is that these count everything. We're only having one single memory for absolutely everything. So here, these 4 hands are outputting fees lambdas, epsilon, and x's. 4 out of 8 items. The other 4 are going to be outputted by the bottom chest. Kind of splitting them in order to have more space to work with for the middle ones. And this combined feedback lane is going to be containing all of the items we produce, which are both, which are all 4 of them, yeah, fees, lambdas, epsilons, and x's. So for 4 of these items, we have this memory. We're multiplying what we receive by -1, basically subtracting from the memory, and outputting when we get them out of the system. And same here. So we're going to be having 2 memories. But all of them are going to be connected to the same chest with all of the items. So I think it should be okay. I'd like to test it though, but never mind. We shall just proceed with making some initial setup in the middle, then placing all of these, and then connecting them, having the spheres, and then everything should be okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, follow up tomorrow. Follow up tomorrow. I have to be going. By the way. Before going, yeah, Big Bertha Uber 1 is ready to go. Let's send it to another location. Should have done this at the beginning of the stream. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Okay, we have covered the left side. We have everything here is done, by the way. Everything on the left side. 25, the places where we have collected only 24, we can go back after we have finished everything, so it's not a problem. Let's go to these 2. Can I use? Yeah, it's almost same distance as breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, galactic gravel. Gravel. Let's send it there. Bam. Let's go. Okay, and on this, I will really be stopping. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for coming. Show your Arcosphere builds. And see you next time. It's gonna be optimized and tileable, efficient build. Maybe not efficient in terms of speed, but hey, still good. Because it doesn't matter how long it takes, whereas thanks to this memory, we are sure that the balancing is gonna happen and they're gonna be coming back to the chest. And the challenge is how to handle 4 of them at once. We need to check that all 4 of them are present and output them at once and make sure they are taken at once. So that we don't have a situation where, for example, if we have several of these, like for example, this one has lambdas and x's and this one has epsilon and phis, and they can't really be balanced because they're in different machines. And that's going to be especially important if we scale. Because the middle ones, these ones are especially slow. They take 100 seconds. Base time, so we need to scale these in the future. Okay, so have to be going. I want to continue, but I have to be going. Next is tomorrow. I mean, you count 2 times items. What you have in when you have them in the chest and when they go into the chest. Oh yeah, that's on purpose. Basically, I prophetize timing issue when you scale. Timing issues. Okay. Okay, let's see. For these, I think it's okay, but it's gonna be a bit more difficult for the pairs and especially quadruplets. I don't. So yeah, we do count them, but we only count them twice when we take them out. We take them when these hands take items out of the chest. They are added back to the items. It's almost as if we have never taken them out. They are added to the count, and that is to make sure that they output only the initial half and not the half of the half of the half of the half, etc., etc. That's on purpose, and this one negates this count basically. It will probably work fine with one factory per arco, but as you create multiple factories for one arco, the first set will grab arcos meant for the second set. So for these, the problem is non-existent because they are one-to-one transformations. But for these, yeah, we need to be able to send them by batches. That's the most important. We need to be able to send them by batches and make sure the full batch is processed. We will need to do some conditions on the belts themselves, I guess. Like, basically, stop the belts until everything has been taken or something. So we need to be very careful about this, and I'm excited to do that. So more combinators tomorrow. You count first item and returning other, so they don't match, like, -5 + 5. No, that's the thing. They match. They actually match. You know why? Let me show you. This is the formulas, and we are doing these. We are taking out -2 lambdas, and we are sure, 100% sure, that 2 fees are going to be returned. We lose 2, and we add 2. Oh! Wait, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. There are different items. Oh my god, you're right, you're right. I was like explaining. Let me explain to you why I think I'm right, and actually I'm wrong. That's yeah, good eye, as always. Good eye. Indeed. So we need to be actually converting them. As we insert fees, we need to be subtracting lambdas. Something like this. Yeah, because we have to store the ones we have outputted, or these are going to be keep outputting them. But these, as they insert, they need to be counting for their complementary ones. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. Okay, you know what? Okay, hope I remember. The commuter farm thickens, indeed. Indeed. Okay, guys, I have to be going. I'm receiving some dangerous looks. Tomorrow. So where shall we go? Who is playing SC? Factorio with the boys. There is Andy Gaming. Oh, there's Modanion. Let's go to Modanion. We have read Andy Gaming before. Okay, the red is starting. Thank you all again, and see you next time, hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye.